Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm playing Tiny House Chess, where the board is only 4x4 and players can place captured pieces back onto the board. There are also 3 new pieces: the Furs, which moves like an X, the Dragon Knight, which is a knight that can't jump, and this guy, whose name I could not find, but he moves like a plus. My goal is to win 5 games. Also, in the last episode there was some confusion about the knight that can't jump. For the purpose of this variant, a knight can move 1 square orthogonally and then 1 square diagonally. If you count it a different way, like this or like this, you'll get confused, so try not to do that. If there's a piece orthogonal to the knight, it can't move to either corresponding diagonal square. Let's get started with game number 1. All right, game number 1, we get the black pieces. Kind of a shame because I was going to flex the opening that I started developing in the last episode, which seemed to have a pretty high success rate. We get pawn move forward, hitting the knight that can't jump. We will move I'll just call it the knight. We'll move our knight to the square, giving check. Again, it moves 1 square orthogonally and then 1 square diagonally, so it hit those 2 squares. The Furs captures, I'll go ahead and take back. And it turns out that this piece that I so confidently called the Bob in the last episode, unfortunately has a real name. Its name is the Wazir, but I still want to call it Bob, so I'm still going to call it Bob. Bob is hitting our pawn. Let us defend it naturally with our own Bob. And for example, this knight can only move to this square because orthogonally it's blocked off this way, but it has a clear line of sight to this square. Oh, captures? Okay, I'll go ahead and take back. And I'm trying to get checkmate here as soon as possible. So the king moves over. Question is, how do I actually go about that? I guess I can give this... Ooh, if I give that check though, and the king moves out of the way, I can take, but then I lose Bob on the very next turn. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna give check, and then I'm gonna place my Furs on the square that the king is about to move from. The reason I'm doing this is so this knight can't actually see this square. And then I wanna play Bob here and give checkmate. Oh wait, no, then I dropped the Furs. Oh, that was terrible planning, holy smokes. Actually, no, then I can play check, king over, and then this should be mate. Okay, this knight is threatening our Bob. We'll block it with the Furs. Promotes. If I give this check now, king takes. I don't really get anything out of it, do I? Right, because if I play here, then I lose this. Okay, take, just play anything at this point. This forks my whole position, which is not a great spot to be, and we lose on time. Holy smokes. All right, with that, we lose game number 1. Probably playing a little bit too aggressively and tunnel vision on checkmate, but I also lost a lot of time explaining Bob's name, so let's go to move on to game number 2. All right, game number 2, we get a different opponent, although admittedly with a very similar name. All right, Bob moves forward. Let's give this check. I feel like this knight ends up being kind of useless half the time, so I might as well lose it, even if I drop a pawn in the process. Ooh, Dragon Knight gets placed back with check. I could trade, but I don't think it's in my favor. I'm just gonna march my king forward. And in the perfect world, somehow I get a hold of one of these Bobs, and then I give mate. Ooh, okay, sweet. Take back a free Bob any day of the week. If the pawn gets placed here with check, then I just have to move back, I guess. Ooh, drop the Bob and deliver mate. Nice. With that, we win game number 2. Let's go to move on to game number 3. All right, game number 3, we get the white pieces finally, so I can play my opening and see if it's as foolproof as ever. Oh no, our opponent plays... I was actually theory crafting earlier, that's why I said oh no. Our opponent plays the only move that I didn't really prepare against. Okay, how do we handle this situation? Handle the unexpected. Let's play this. Okay, our opponent pre-moves that. Let's take back with check. Maybe here traps my Furs, actually. Ooh, kind of a bad spot to be, but we can give this check and then take the Dragon Knight, so it's kind of a trade. I'm not sure if it's a fair one, to be honest. Okay, pawn moves forward. I'd love to already be thinking about how to trap the king and deliver mate, but it might be premature. Let's play, let's move, oh no, if I move the Bob, then I lose the Furs. Okay, let's move the Furs out of the way, I lose the pawn. Not a great spot to be. Okay, let's move like this. I wanna bring my Furs here and then give check. Oh, okay, Bob has to recapture. Sure, I'm down to 20 seconds. I can't spend too much time explaining my exact thought process, but let's give this check. And then Dragon Knight here should be mate. Nice, and with that, we win game number 3. Let's go to move on to game number 4. All right, game number 4, and we get a similar... Oh, wait, is this the same opponent from game number 2? Oh, wait, why am I pre-moving? It's my opponent's turn. Anyways, I realized I misspoke in the last game. This is actually game number 4, but we only have 2 victories under our belt. Okay, we get put in check. Oh, our opponent's playing the same thing. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if I can counter my own opening. Oh, opponent says I'm a subscriber. That's awesome. All right, opponent plays the knight back. Let's go ahead and, well, I guess we could just continue with our normal opening, but ahead of tempo. Let's play check. If the opponent takes, I take back, and I'm threatening the Bob, and I have a Furs, which means I could eventually place it here and give check, but right now that's guarded by the Bob itself. Okay, Bob moves forward. Let's play here, target the knight. I don't think there's a way to defend it. Ooh, sacks the Bob. Let's go ahead and take back. Pawn moves forward. I could just take this. Is there a way to force mate, however? Yeah, I think there is. I think we just place the bob here and then furs comes forward, delivering mate. Nice. With that, we win our third game, which is game number 4. Let's go ahead and move on to game number 5. All right, game number 5, brand new opponent, but we get the white pieces. Let's play our strategy. See if our opponent decides to, oh, how interesting. I don't think I've seen that one before. Or have I? I can't remember now. Let's move the king forward. It's a very interesting way of defending because now the knight can't actually see the king. First takes, let's go ahead and take back. The obvious threat here is king over here and pick up the knight. Pawn moves forward, which creates an escape square for the knight. And last time I played this and somehow ended up mating my opponent. I believe my opponent sacrificed. We're basically trying to strangulate our opponent in the nicest way possible. The knight can't move anywhere except for this square. Bob can't move anywhere safe, so that's what a lot of opponents end up doing is sacrificing. I always take with the king so I can threaten to take the pawn next. And actually, we've gotten this move before. What's the winning move? Bob here gives mate. All right, this is theory. This is officially theory. We win game number 5, but that's our 4th victory, so I will accept a rematch from my opponent. All right, this is now game number 6, but we only have 4 victories under our belt. Pawn moves forward. What did I play last time? I think I played this and lost, but let's give it another try. Okay, first takes. Let's go ahead and take back. Bob moves forward. Naturally, we will defend our pawn. Seems sound enough. Knight comes out, but it's not actually hitting the king, which also means it shouldn't be able to defend this square either. So I think we can promote safely, and I'm going to promote to a Bob. Bob is my favorite piece. I made that argument last game as well. Ooh, Bob moves back to unleash check. I think that's the first discovered check we've ever seen in this game so far. Let's play this, which defends the Bob, doesn't allow this knight to be placed anywhere, giving check. Okay, we get a little Bob trade. Oh, it's not a Bob trade, it's defended by the knight. Oh, what am I doing? Holy smokes. Wow, that was very well played by our opponent. Okay, let's play. Ooh, I don't even know what to play. Move the king back. I need to buy some time. I'm down to 16 seconds. Bob moves back over. Let's move 4th. Okay, comes back, but that seems to allow, oh no, Bob is defending it. Bob, you sneaky piece. Okay. Move back, I guess. I don't know. I need to buy some time here. I have 6 seconds. I only get 1 second back for every move that I make as well. Yep, this is called getting destroyed. Opponent definitely played better this time. I don't even know. What do I play here? King here? Sure. I'm kind of waiting for the opportunity to mate, but I don't believe that it's actually coming. Okay, only legal move. Pawn here looking to take. Ah, and we get mated. All right, with that, we lose game number 6. Let's go to move on to game number 7. All right, game number 7, we get the same opponent. And what if you actually left an interesting comment last time asking if this was a solved variant or whether it could be solved? And I was actually thinking about that because that's a very interesting prospect. It seems to be that the fact that you can put pieces back on complicates it immensely, but there's definitely some theory that could be developed here rather quickly, I believe. So let me know down below what you guys think is the best opening in this variant and if it's possible to actually solve it. We get the knight here. It's targeting this. So if I move out of the way, I actually lose the Bob. Okay, I haven't seen that one yet. Let's move our Bob to safety. We drop this. Holy smokes, I didn't even think about that. Okay, what if I move back? Target the knight, pawn here, I guess. And then my opponent has both of the pawns. That is not a good spot to be in. This is also a variant that I think is very susceptible to having a lot of zugzwang ideas. Okay, pawn check. Oh, I can't take because the Bob defends it. Ooh, critical fork. Okay, let's go ahead and take. Opponent promotes to a dragon knight. Let's do the same and place our own dragon knight targeting Bob. Bob moves 4th, which allows check, and then I can take Bob. Nice. I got my Bob back. I'm so happy. Hello, Bob. You will be my winning piece. I can feel it in my blood. Question is how? that I hadn't considered yet, but... Okay, opponent moves back to give check. Let's go ahead and trade. Okay, I think we're doing okay. We just have to not blunder anything in a goofy manner. Let's play this, target the knight. Okay, that is check. We'll go ahead and capture. Let's trade. And there's probably a forced mate here, but I don't need to find it necessarily. Oh, I just need to not get mated. Phew, that was close. Okay, let's go ahead and take this pawn. 2 seconds for our opponent, 6 for us. Although that's not saying much. Ooh. Check. Check. There has to be something here somewhere. Check again. More checks. When in doubt, deliver another check. Nice, and we flag our opponent, which is our 5th victory. If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Let me know down below what you guys think of Tiny House Chess. Is it solvable? Is it even remotely solvable? Is there an ideal opening that could make it solvable? Because again, if you calculate all the random moves, maybe not, but if there's like a perfect opening, maybe there's a chance. And I will see you guys in the next one.